Hi, everybody. I am so excited to finally get a chance to show you this amazing A5 binder that I got from Cloth and Paper. This is truly one of the best quality, most beautiful agenda binder 6-ring planner I have ever purchased in my life. I love it so much. And even though I like to usually switch out every month, I think I'm going to be in this one for a while and just kind of switch out some of the decorations. So today I'm going to show you what I have in it because I've made some changes to my overall setup in 2022. And then I'm also going to share with you a little bit of an unboxing from Procrastiplanner Etc's anniversary box. So I'll show you what's in there as well. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the A5 croc leather black 6-ring agenda. I think it's maybe what she calls them, or 6-ring planner. I will link it down below. Cloth and Paper. This is my second planner from Cloth and Paper. The first one that I had is just a holder, like a cover for a ring planner or disc planner. And then this one actually has the rings in it, and it has black matte rings, but you can actually get this same planner with, I think, gold or silver rings as well. So you have some choices on the website, but they do sell out. So be sure to look out for that. I think this also comes in white, but I will definitely put that information down below for you. So January is my birthday month. I just celebrated my birthday last weekend. Yay. And so I did have this little cupcake over here, little girl with a cupcake. And I really enjoyed having that as the first thing that I saw when I opened my planner this month. Over here, I just have a pink Simply Gilded pen that came with the most recent and final subscription box in its current format. So that is a really pretty pen. Over on this left side, I do just have a bunch of things. Some of them are decorative and some of them are actually things that I use on a regular, somewhat basis. So usually when I'm setting this up, I just look at how many pockets and then see kind of how deep they are, put in anything that seems to match the aesthetic that I'm looking for, or things like these little Post-it notes that also come from Cloth and Paper that I might be able to grab and use. So bonus points for things that are aesthetically pleasing, but also practical and useful. Like this Ollie clip I really like, but I can also move it over to the pages to, make it useful. And then there are just some things that I had purchased from the Cloth and Paper shop, which one of them is these little cards. They're just cardstock cards that have each of the months in it. So I was thinking this would be nice to pull out each month and put it right here in the front, because then you've got, like I said, that aesthetic, but then you also have the January calendar there. And then I also have this one that came from Cloth and Paper that I think was just a freebie that she sent out with it. And it is just like an acrylic kind of card, like a plastic card. And then I have some little quote cards. I do have a little bookmark here that came from the Planner Society. I also have this little Chanel bow clip that came from an Etsy shop. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's been a couple years since I ordered it, but I will link it down below if I can find it. Inside the little pockets here in the back, I have another Planner Society bookmark here. And then I just have these bubble bath sticky notes here. I like to pull those out and use those. These are all from Cloth and Paper. Then I have these cotton dots and oat milk dots. These are Cloth and Paper, and they're just transparent dots. And they come in a pack of maybe 2 or 3 sheets, and you can use them for dates or for making lists or anything like that. So I like these neutral colors. And then another little quote card from Cloth and Paper. She also sells these circle page flag sets that are really pretty, and they're in coordinating colors. So these are fun to bookmark your page, kind of like little tabs, or you can put them on your calendar, or you can put them at the start as like a header. And these you can't really write on so much with like a gel pen or something like that, but you can use a Sharpie or some other types of pens that will hold on to these. So far, I haven't really been writing on these. I've just been using them as like page flags or markers in a book that I'm reading, or just to kind of create tabs in my planner. I also bought this full set of rose kind of like basics. So she does have some that are just the dots, and then she also has some packs that have all these different shapes in them. So you've got the corners, the tape, which is just kind of like little strips of washi tape, the squares, hexagons, and the dots. And I haven't even used any of them yet, but I love this color. So I will most definitely be using it, just haven't dug into them just yet. I also have these little drop stickers. These little Erin Condren stickers keep kind of coming up, but I have these little drop stickers that are even super hard to see. I was trying to find like maybe just a white piece of paper so you could maybe see them here, but they're just very, very lightly blue, but they're transparent. This is called Venice, and you can use them as little marks or to make lists or whatever. These I actually came with another sheet. These are from Erin Condren, and they're just more transparent dots and then these kind of frame dots. But what drives me crazy about this particular sheet is, if you can see this here, because of the way they're on the page, anytime you sort of slide it in or out, or you bend the page, some of these little dots just come off and they get shifted, and that drives me a little bit nuts. It doesn't happen as much on the colorful dots as it does on the metallic, but I try to wrangle them under control, but it doesn't always work. But they are nice and useful, and I like to use them. So just a few little things to layer in here to make it pretty and also functional. Even if you can't see everything, I do enjoy having them here for when I need to pull them out. So those are very nice. Then we've got the beginning of the planner. I put this vellum page here that has the J on it, and it says January. So this is another set that I got from her shop that's just these vellum pages that have the month every month for the year. So you could reuse these from year to year because there's no dates on them. But I like this as a very pretty way to start the planner each month. So I will just switch out when I switch to February here next week, which I cannot believe it's already next week. We're going to be in February. It's like, whoa, this month has passed by fast. But I will switch this out for the F. And then instead of this birthday girl that I downloaded and printed from the digital dash box from Planner Press, I will pick a different image, either from her February set or from one of the past sets, or buy an image on Etsy or something like that. And it will show through the transparency. And that way, it's like a way to customize your planner, give it a new look, but have that consistency of the vellum with the pretty aesthetic from Cloth and Paper. So that was pretty cool, I think, to have. You could also use this to divide your planner. If you wanted to keep multiple months in your planner, you could use these as sort of dividers in your pages, but I'm just going to use that one and swap it out, and then next year come back around to it. So this is just a little birthday girl. Then I also have these that I've been using since last year, which are the Cloth and Paper glass plastic dividers. And I bought two sets. I bought the side set, and then I also bought this 3-pack of the ones that go on the top. And so this first section is my HB90 Method section. And I have this little inbox. A lot of the stuff you see today is going to be from Cloth and Paper because I've really used a lot of her things. So this inbox is just where I've been keeping sticky notes that I can say, okay, I need to make these phone calls, or I have this other urgent thing that needs to happen today. So I've been using that off and on. I also found these little inbox and some other little printables from PAPERTESSDESIGNS on Etsy. And I haven't actually used this yet because I'm planning to use it when I start doing a little bit more collabs. Like there are a few collabs that I want to do once we get into our new house. So I was kind of testing these out to see if it looks like it would be good. I think it would also be good to have a list of all the mail that's coming in, like happy mail that's coming in, so I can mark when it got here. I won't really need all these extra little pieces here, but I don't know if I'm going to use those printables or not, but they're cute and I have them in here just in case. Then I have this top divider that says goals. And for a while at the beginning of the month, I had my entire HB90 goal setting planner in here. But once I finished filling it out, I moved it into an older planner of mine because I don't need those sheets actively throughout the whole month. But that was in here. I also have this little overview from Cloth and Paper that I bought last year. Obviously, it says 2021, and it does actually have the months with a calendar up here. But since I didn't use it last year, I think I ended up buying it on sale towards the end of the year, big discount. And so since I didn't end up using it, I decided I'm just not going to worry about the dates on this calendar. Maybe I'll cover this up with like the actual calendar part up with a sticker or something like that. But I do still like the format of this and wanted to play around with it. So over here, I have a list of the main projects I want to complete in this quarter. And of course, I have all this in my HB90 Method planner as well. But this is just a quick way to look at what are the top priorities. And then I also have my 3 top priorities for the month of January. And you can see I've already finished 2 out of 3. The Hansel and Gretel story is almost finished. It's just like an hour worth of work. So hopefully I'm going to get that done tonight. And that story will be coming out in an anthology in February. So then pretty soon here later this week, I'm going to write out the top 3 goals I have for February. And then I'm not sure how I'm going to use this space down here, but I think what I'm going to do is at the end of the month, I'm just going to make a list of all the projects that did get done, not necessarily just these, but anything that was like a major project or task or milestone so that I can look back on this when I do my review. And then you can see it just has those same things. Now I don't know for sure, but I would imagine she probably has this goal overview for 2022 as well. And I find it pretty helpful. I like it. And then there's some little aspirations where you could write out the things you wanted to accomplish this year and then your accomplishments in the back. I have this little note here from Lacey at Studio Adorkable that I keep in here. These vellums you've probably seen before if you've seen my setups are from Planner Press. And I just really like the look of having a vellum sheet that covers up words or another sheet behind it. Just love that way that you can see through it. It makes me happy. So this next tab is the yearly tab, and this is just a quote page from my HB90 planner along with the yearly pages from 2022 and 2023. I am mostly just using this as an overview of when things are launching or when things are coming out. And I haven't filled it out for the whole year because things are always subject to shifting, but the things I know for sure in this quarter are happening are listed here. Then in the next section is my monthly section. Again, another one of these vellums from Planner Press. And this is a dated monthly Sunday Start overview pages that I got in a set from Cloth and Paper. And this monthly tracker is from that PAPERTESSDESIGNS. And I haven't started using this yet. I'm going to start using it in February because I didn't download it fast enough for me to use it really in January. But I think I'm going to use this as a habit tracker for the month of February. So I will update you guys on how that turns out. But this is where we start the actual Cloth and Paper design. So you have a year at a glance 2022, which is a little bit redundant. And I will say that a little bit about this, that there are multiple places inside this planner where I'm trying out different systems, trying to see what do I actually end up using? Do I use the one from HB90 or do I use this year at a glance? I think I also have another one from Erin Condren. So I'm just sort of playing around. So you'll see things that are redundant and that's okay. Sometimes we have to try things out to see if we like it. She has a list of all the major holidays, and then the monthly spreads have this first page that have your goals for the month, important dates, bills due, and a to-do list. So all that I've used of that so far is just putting in these important dates for heart breathings. And then again, those same sort of top things I want to get done. I don't really keep track of bills that are due. So I've been trying to figure out if I want to even cover this up, use it at all, or white this out and do something different. Like I could use it for a social media tracker if I wanted to see like how many followers did I have on Instagram at the start of the month versus the end of the month. I used to track that pretty regularly and I haven't been over the past year. So that might be a good space for it. And then a general to-do list for the month. On the monthly pages here, you can see I just love this very like clean, minimal design. Here's an example of February that hasn't been written on. It's just really aesthetically pleasing. So what I've done here is basically just an overview of my editorial calendar and my launches and the important dates, like what videos I have coming up when, and when I'm doing my coffee chats versus the virtual writing retreat. Publish and Thrive opened up this past weekend. So if you want to join that, there will be a link down below if you want to see more about that. So I've got all that on here. And then there's a notes page on the back. And then you just repeat that for February, March, April, and the rest of the year. So that is in here. Then the final top tab is the weeks. And this is my most used section of the planner and always has been. So this is the HB90 Method planner. This is the quarterly planner, not the yearly planner. The yearly planner, if you're looking at the yearly workbook or whatever, just has the goal setting pages and a weekly checklist. It doesn't have these weekly and daily pages in it. So if you're looking for the weekly and daily pages, you want to get the quarterly planner, and you can get the undated or the Q1 dated planner or whatever quarter we're in. It has changed a little bit this year. I added some task blocks, which are basically Pomodoros, where you plan your time and plan what you're going to get done in 30-minute chunks, like blocks of time. And then over here, you can track like how many you allotted for the week. So here, my Coven and my coffee chat, I allotted 5 task blocks for that, and I only used 4. So it's a good way to see how much time you're estimating for a project or for a task versus how much time you actually spent doing it. So for example, here at admin stuff, I thought I was going to spend 22 task blocks and I only spent 13. So that lets me know if I continue on throughout a whole month, like not using as many as I thought, then I can reassign those task blocks to something else. Or if I start to see that, like, even though I thought I was going to have 22 available, I only had 13 and I didn't get as much done, then I can put less on my plate and plan accordingly. And this really helps with those time estimates. Over here, I have goal 1, 2, and 3 and all my tasks I want to do for the week. Then I have whether it's a batching week, a drafting week, or a normal week. So if you want to see more about that, I talked about it in my Kanban reset video, which I'll link down below. And so far, like I said, this has really kind of been an experimental month so far of like, okay, how do I want to use this new planner design? And how do I want to track my time? So in this first one, I have 4 different colors: goal number 1, goal 2, goal 3, and goal 4, or not goal 4, but like recurring tasks are all on here. And I do like this, but I think I've found a way that it makes me happier to do it. Then there's a task block summary down here at the bottom with how many task blocks I thought I was going to use this week versus how many I actually used. And you can see I only used a little more than half. And so that's a real eye-opening for me, where I can look and I can say, you know what, I'm never actually working as many hours as I think I'm going to, because life gets in the way, family time. Some days I don't feel well. And so I'm putting way too much on my plate. I need to scale back and that kind of thing. Then I have my weekly spread with a habit tracker over here. And I like to just put stickers all over it, washi tape. This makes me very happy. And then here's an example of my daily pages. So I have my schedule on the side, a task list for the day, and then some journaling over here of what I feel about the day. Like, oh my gosh, we did this, I did this other thing, you know, whatever. And then how many task blocks I thought I was going to use versus how much I actually used. And this has also been kind of shifting a little bit. Like you can see here, I decided to highlight the things that are the most important. And so then I can see if I did them or not. And so here's another week. This week I tried, instead of those little slashes, to actually color it in. And I definitely did not like this as much. It's not as pretty and it started to bleed through to the other side. So, you know, just kind of learning how things work. But what I decided to do over the past couple of weeks, so this is this week, for example, is saying if I'm going to use 10, then I highlight 10. And then as I use them, I fill them in. And I really like this. This was my friend Jen, or JD Robinson, she's known as here on YouTube. This was her idea of that way you can see visually how many you think you're going to use versus checking them off. Like I could put a check mark here or actually labeling them. I could, instead of using all gray, I could color code these with the color of the goal. So I'm kind of playing around with it. So you can see a completed one here from last week. And I found this to be very pleasing to fill in, and I really enjoyed it. You can see I had a ton of stuff getting the launch ready for Publish and Thrive, and ended up using 28 task blocks to get that course launched. And that kind of stuff is super important in terms of my estimates for what I'm going to do, because now I know that it took me this many, and next time I plan a launch, I can plan accordingly. So that's kind of an example. Here's my weekly spread for this week. And the rest of this is just those daily pages. Then I have another tab here, and some of these tabs I want to change the titles of, but because I don't have all my normal stuff like my labeler and all that stuff, since it's all still in storage. I'm just going to leave them for now. But this one says all the ideas and is really just kind of a catch-all space for any type of thing that I'm tracking or making notes on. So these are more of those paper test designs that I purchased from her shop. These are all printables. And this is like a release schedule of things that you might want to watch on TV. Then a TV series like tracker. We've been watching Schitt's Creek, and it's been fun every night to go in and mark which episodes we watched. We're going to watch Ted Lasso, I think, next. So it's kind of fun place to kind of track it. But you will see I will be coming up with soon a video about how I'm going to track this in a different space. So this is kind of temporary for now just to see how it works, but I'll share that with you later. Then movies to watch and books to read, podcasts to listen to. And that's the end of what I think she called her entertainment bundle. I will link that down below. I also was working on researching a skincare routine, and my birthday present to myself this year was to buy a whole new set of like skincare items, which I'm very excited about. And so this was just me trying to decide what I wanted to buy and what I wanted to do for that routine. So this is just sort of that catch-all space, a list of courses that I want to take this year and list making sheets, stuff like that. In the next section, this says editorial calendar, and previously that is how I expected to use it. I have this little overlay from Cloth and Paper from Jack Kerouac. And then this is an older, I think November, maybe 2019 or something like that, from the Digital Dash Box. So this one's kind of older, and I'm not laminating these. And actually, I don't really mind not having them laminated. And I think in the future, I just won't laminate them. And so that is a thing. This is another Cloth and Paper insert, like thicker vellum, time is created thing. To say I don't have time is to say I don't want to. I really like that. It came with a hourly system that I am not currently using, but it's undated, so I will use it later. So here again, we have another sort of overview, although this has part of 2021 and 2022. And I have these sheets from Erin Condren that again is another monthly planner, and these vertical or horizontal pages. And as you can see, I haven't decided how to use them, so I haven't been using them. And I always hate to see dated things go to waste. But then again, like you can't just use stuff because, you know, I always hate to see things go to waste, but then again, I didn't have a use for it, and it would be a waste of my time to try to make one if I couldn't really like organically need it. But I have some ideas of how I had planned to use this. I just never got around to it, but they're so pretty, I want to use them. So anyway, not actually an editorial calendar. That's not how I used it. I have my monthly planner that I use for that, but we'll see how I switch this out in February. I also have this one that says social media. That again is not how I used it. This ended up being just like a notes section. Again, an older Planner Press one. And now, if you didn't know, you used to be able to not be able to purchase these 6-ring Erin Condren inserts, but now you can purchase them separately. So I have this productivity one. I've got some like a list of essential oils I want to have. I have notes from a meeting I attended. So there's just kind of random things right there. This one says adventure calls, and used to be our travel plans, but now that we've been sort of settled in one place and we're hopefully buying a house coming up in February, this has also changed. So I just put this little thing from Planner Press, or sorry, the Planner Society on the back with some stickers and some book covers that I was using. And then I've got some random sheets there. My dream life here was meant to be like a vision board, and there's nothing in the back there. So you can see I've been playing around with the setup of this, and it's kind of adjusting accordingly. And we'll see how I set it up for February if you guys want to see another flip through to see how it changes and what I use. But what I love about a 6-ring binder system is just the fact that it is so flexible that it's like, okay, I can see what's not working and I can change that out for different planner pages for next month and see if that works better. Instead of being like married to one system, I have the ability to stay flexible. So that is this gorgeous Cloth and Paper. I'm going to set it up again for the month of February, but now let me show you some of this procrastinator goodness. So it is her 2-year anniversary, and I'm so proud of everything that Adrienne has accomplished with her shop, Procrastiplanner, etc. The stickers are so amazing. She has so many great things in that shop, and she has really done just an amazing job building it up. So I applaud her. I wish her a happy anniversary. And I want to show you guys kind of what came in this anniversary box. So it came with this little pocket here that you can pull out like this. So you can keep stickers in here, or die cuts, or ephemera, or anything like that. You could even keep receipts in here if you wanted to. I probably will keep it for stickers. And I was thinking, if I put a few stacks of stickers in here, I probably will start to put this in the front of my planner so that I can just reach in and have those stickers available. She also gave a pack of stickers. So these came in a little plastic pouch with this very cute celebratory dashboard. I love this. And she wrote a sweet note for me, and I really love that. So this is going into my February setup, or maybe March. But I think we could all use a dash of roses and yellow in our February setups as we hopefully start to think and dream of spring. But there were a lot of really functional like stickers and stuff. And what I loved about this entire box is that every single item in it is stuff that I know I will use. It's super practical, but also really pretty and aesthetic. So we have this financial set. It's a quarterly planner. It's a quarterly sampler. So pay your invoice, send an invoice, record your expenses, record your profit, quarterly taxes, royalty payments. So this is perfect for authors, especially and entrepreneurs. Then there's a holiday icons, and these are just basically like vellum stickers, and they have all the holidays for the year. Gold stars, which I love this because I was just thinking to myself, I'm tracking those top tasks for the day. And I was thinking that I would love to add a gold star onto the days when I followed through with those tasks. And then miraculously, I got a little gold star sheet to use in that planner page. There's also the 2022 National Sticker Day sheet here that says focus on me. So you've got self-love club, putting myself first, some like yoga and meditation type things, coffee cups, little books. I mean, these are super, super cute, and I really love them. Another set of these sort of clear, I don't know if they call them vellum stickers, but they're more like clear sort of frosted stickers. So these are holiday icons. So you have the holidays with the actual words on them, and these are just the icons from that sheet. You've got some floral books. How beautiful are these? I know exactly where I'm going to use those. Then conference season sampler. So you've got like you're checking your flights, arrival, departure, book the hotel. So if you're doing any conferences, like order your books, pack, get the car rental, ship your books, all of those things. If you're doing any conferences coming up, this is what you need for that. Then we've got writer reward stickers. I think this is probably one of my favorite sheets. Didn't read the comments, cried reading the editor's notes, stayed off Twitter. I don't know. It's really cute and funny. And we've got these gray and pink typewriters, spring into writing. So this is probably my other favorite sheet in this thing. And I feel like if these are in her shop, I'm definitely going to order more because I really love those. And then this beautiful floral hearts with the love. And then it also came with a description of everything that's in the box and a thank you card from Adrienne. The next set of things, and I really, really love this, is this very cute box that has the attachments here that you can keep you could put stickers in here. You could put photos in here. If you do any memory keeping, you could put photos. You can also store, it's like perfect for washi tapes and little doodads and stuff like this. And actually this is the perfect size, I feel like, if you want to have something you can see and easily set on the table. This is something that would be good to bring with you if you go out writing or you're going to a friend's to write or anything like that, because you can put so much in it and see through it and just easily set it up. So you've got this washi tapes that have a computer monitor on it, some that have this sprinting. I haven't opened these and I probably need to do it, but I don't know if you can see that. It has a little hourglass and it says minutes and words, and you can chomp these, which is what this is for. So this is a pastel cookie masking tape cutter. So basically what you do is you can take your new washi tape and you can cut it, put it inside here and cut it so that you can use these as stickers instead of just washi tape. And then so you've got one that's a laptop and one that's a desktop computer. So these are really cool because it's kind of like having a roll of stickers there that you can keep track of your word count and stuff like that every day. And then it also came with this uni pen. The next thing we have here is a collab with Paper Penguin Company from Etsy. And this is a 2023 calendar that has the entire year of 2023. So if you want to do any future planning, this is where you can do it. And I actually really love this because I am somebody that loves to go ahead and plan out when are the courses coming next year? What should I talk about on YouTube? So this gives you a good chance to start doing that. So it's got the months, and then in the back it has this grid paper. And finally, the final item in the box is, I don't know whether to call this a pin case or not, but this is handmade. It has a little card inside that says, Dreaming of Sealy. And this is a handmade thing from Etsy. And this is one of the things I love about this box too, is that it's not just about Adrian, it's also about supporting other Etsy shops. And I just think that's really cool, that type of collaboration. But look how cute this is with the pink and purple typewriters. Like, I just love it. And all the little typewriter buttons and keys here. It's just super cute. And this awesome little typewriter charm on the end. And let me tell you, this actually is padded here. So if you wanted to, you could keep like your phone or your e-reader in here if you wanted, like if you wanted to put your Kindle in here or a small tablet. You could also put your scissors or something in here, all your stickers, your pins. There's so much you could do with it because this is a nice big case here. So that is Adrian and Procrastiplanner, etc.'s box, and it came nicely. I've got flowers in there, and it came really nicely wrapped too with a cute little sticker that says PE, Procrastiplanner, etc. I just love it. Thank you so much, Adrian, for thinking of me. And you guys definitely go and support her shop. She has the best stickers for writers. She has HB90 Method stickers and just all the things. So I love you, Adrian. I'm very proud of you. And that is all we have for this video. And I'm so excited. Thank you for kind of bearing with me. I'm going to be potentially a little bit off schedule coming up just because we are in the middle of purchasing a house, and hopefully we'll be moving into said house in the month of February. Plus I'll be running my Publish and Thrive course, and there's going to be a lot of my attention put on that. So if my videos are a little bit delayed, please be patient with that. But on the flip side, if you have been interested in getting in on the Publish and Thrive course and you've been thinking of self-publishing, or you have a few books self-published and you really want to up your game and increase your sales and really come up with your strategy, now is the time. It is a 5-week course where we literally go through everything you need to know to self-publish, but it's more than just a how-to course. It's really a course that teaches you how to thrive and succeed with your mindset, your strategy, and how to handle those roller coaster twists and turns. This is not a course where you're going to learn how to take out 1,000 Facebook ads and spend a lot of money on advertising. That I will leave that to the professionals who teach advertising. This is really a course about how to develop a strategy that is going to help you write what you love, make money doing it, and thrive long-term. So if you want to join me, you also will get a lot of personalized attention from me, weekly live Q&As, but then you get lifetime access, not only to the videos in the course and all future updates, but you also get lifetime access to all the future Q&As. So that means if you make it through the course this time, but then you publish next fall and you have new questions, you can still come and continue to get support in that way. You also get access to a Facebook group community that is over 1,200 members now. And there's just a lot of wealth of not only joy and support, but also knowledge in that group. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I will leave all the information for that down below. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.